to talk about is the chafing. So I just used Body Glide. There's heaps of other ones out there such as 3B cream or Vaseline. All trial and error. I won't say this is the best one. However, this is the one that I got off the bat and I had no issues whatsoever for the race or any of my training, and it actually prevented a lot of issues coming up in my race. So the first thing that I chafed was in around my toes, all my foot, all the ball of my foot, all over my foot. All right. Another reason for that was it had a lot of wet conditions, so I knew that I had to look after my feet as best I could, knowing that if my feet get damaged, it's going to be a very tough race. From there, key area being your groin, don't need to go too much into that. And lastly, an area that I didn't necessarily get much chafing on in training, but I did on the race day, was for my nipples. I didn't put any of the Body Glide on, but roughly 5k in, I started feeling a bit of chafe and then whacked it on, and then there was no issues for the rest of the race, which is awesome. Highly recommend finding a cream that works for you. All right, when in doubt, just give Body Glide a crack and see how you go. If you do use it and you do like it or you don't like it, all right, just chuck it in the comments and I'll read it, and then we can probably discuss a cream that you use or a different anti-chafing cream. The next thing we're going to talk about, I use toe socks. Never used them before. Actually found them quite uncomfortable to start with, but then once I wore them in, I wouldn't go past them ever again. So I even now on the trails I still wear them because I find them so comfortable. And then I just get this brand here, Injinji, if that's how you pronounce it, Injinji, and I have got mid ankle socks or low ankle socks. So for trail running, I do recommend getting at least a mid ankle one, so you can sort of prevent yourself from any cuts and scratches, because in training I use these short ankle ones a lot and got my ankles cut up pretty good, which was more frustrating than anything. But on the day I wore mid ankle ones and had no issues. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the shoes I rocked. So I just wore the Saucony Exodus. Had never had a trail shoe before. Actually got them because they were on sale, but the reason why I did get Saucony was the running shoes I normally have, either for my speed sessions or my long and slow, are Saucony, so I just backed them off the start, and they were perfect for me. I had no issues with my knees or hips, apart from just towards the back end of the race where I did start to get sore. I didn't get any blisters, anything like that, and from the get-go, warm straight in, went for a 10k run, no issues. The last thing we're going to highlight with that is find a trail shoe that works for you. Probably get 2 sets. So my next shoe I'm going to be trialing outside of a Saucony will be the Speed Goat, because they do have a bit of a bigger toe box, which out of the biggest issue that I've had so far from the race was just my toes got pretty worked. So trialing a shoe with a bigger toe box to see if it helps. All right, it's only through trial and error. From there, the last thing we're going to talk about is the ankle lock or the heel lock. So from there, you're just using your last eyelet on your shoe. I will post a video in this, post like an overview video for this in here, but essentially what it is you're going to use your last eyelet, create a little loop, place your shoelace through that, and then you're going to pull the shoe onto itself, all right, creating a more stable lock for your ankle. It has got a bit of a catch-22 to your ankle's more set, so if you do happen to break your ankle, it's going to cause more damage, but it does keep your foot very stable. So I didn't usually use it when I was training because it was a little bit uncomfortable, but on the day, I think it was 3k in, I spoke to Boxy about it, and I pulled off to the side, did my shoes into the ankle lock because my foot was sliding so much in my shoe on the downhills that I did start to feel like I was getting blisters. So I was like, I made the call on the spot, do a bit of a heel lock, and it worked wonders for the rest of the race. So those are just some areas I want to highlight through trial and error. Thanks for watching.